let me know after services. It's called shul ties. Dee and I were both raised with religious school backgrounds. Mine conservadoc and Dee's Reform. When we married, we compromised, joined a Reform temple. Truth be told, I didn't have strong feelings either way. We saw it all. Congregants hurting rabbis, rabbis hurting congregants. After our kids' bar and bat mitzvah and 2 Reform confirmations, we became thoroughly disillusioned and hurt by the synagogue we were affiliated with in Philadelphia. In 1981, we moved to Florida and decided we no longer had a need for organized Judaism. So for about 17 years, we were unaffiliated. No, actually disaffiliated, secular Jews. During the latter part of the 1990s, we started to feel something was missing. And at the same time, we felt something tugging and pulling us back. We decided to explore several synagogues in our area, and none really appealed to us. One temple in particular epitomizes the unfriendliness we experienced. During the onuk, a woman carrying a manila envelope approached us and said, "I'm chairman of membership. I hear you're interested. This envelope explains everything," and then she turned her back and walked away. Around that time, we were ready to reconcile to being unaffiliated, secular Jews. Dee recalled the tall, handsome, gray-haired rabbi we saw at a couple of funerals. "Oh yeah," I said, "I think he's from Pittsburgh. He has your accent." "That's the one. His name is Labowitz." "I heard his wife on radio recently." I replied, "Maybe we should check them out." Dee asked, "Yeah, but how?" I decided to call Levitt Weinstein Funeral Home. This is not a joke. This really happened, guys. This is not a joke. I decided to call Levitt Weinstein Funeral. I didn't think it was funny. Now I'm laughing. For information. And that Friday evening in 1998, we had our first experience with Jewish renewal services in Fort Lauderdale. Like any respectable Philadelphia Jewish boy would do, I arrived at services in a coat and tie. From out of nowhere, a woman greeted us with a kiss on the cheek and said, "Good Shabbos." Dee looked around and said, "You're the only man here with a coat and tie." "You're right," I replied. "I've got 5 minutes to dump them in the car." When I walked back in, coatless and tieless, sat next to Dee, we both knew we were tied to renewal and temple Adathor. A shul tie is not what one wears around one's neck. It's what one has tied to his or her heart. Happy New Year.